Hey guys, be quiet. Be quiet, guys. Welcome to the show. Welcome one and all, especially you. You're so fucking cute. I'll fuck you right in your dick. Ew, wait a minute, you don't fuck dicks. What's going on, guys?
There's a hole there.
There's a hole there, but
you'd have to have a really small dick.
If you can fuck a dick, you got the smallest dick.
You know what Harry guy would say? No, not my thing.
Well, I'd hope that's not his thing. They get fucked. I wonder getting something stuck in the pee hole wouldn't feel good.
They have a thing called sounding.
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard of this?
No.
Men do this. They take a glass rod and shove it down their dick.
Oh, I've heard about this. Never mind.
It's like a straw.
Yeah.
And apparently some weird noise comes out of it.
Oh, they're doing it just for the noise?
I don't know. Ew. No, they're doing it for the feel, I guess, but look it up.
That's not
sounding.
There's no way that's a good feel.
There's nothing good about anything going in the pee hole.
No.
I mean,
ever.
I used a new soap, and it went in the pee hole, and fucking I felt like I was...
Did you get my Dr. Bronner's? Did you get that peppermint hemp?
No,
dude?
but I am buying that.
Because, you've been saying that for years.
Yeah, but other people have told me about it.
Yeah.
And it's not just you. So I know it's a thing.
Well, it's definitely a thing. And it's definitely going to make your pee hole feel weird.
See, I don't like that.
Don't get the bar soap, though. I got the bar and the liquid. My wife uses the liquid. I use the bar. The bar don't give you that same. I don't know what it is, but it's not the same. Yeah, you need the liquid to get the full Dr. Brenner experience. If you want that pee hole burning, dude.
The whole body tingles, doesn't it?
A little bit, but it doesn't, you don't give a fuck about your calf.
No.
You notice your balls. So
yeah, but I normally put the actual bar, like the bar goes in my crack.
Ew.
But see, I'm one of the few white people. Apparently, according to Brandon, all black people.
Yeah, you've told me.
Use washcloths.
Yeah.
I use a washcloth.
I don't think it's a black person thing. I think it's an old school thing, and I think black people just stuck with it. And then, like, when the loofahs and shit came out, they're like, what the fuck do I need a loofah for? We always use,
Yeah.
I think back in the day, everyone used those. I never did. I'm a straight bar to balls guy.
Well, I normally,
but I don't share my
but
bar. My soap bar is my soap bar.
I live alone.
Yeah, well, I don't, but the rest of my family don't use what I use. So.
Well, no, because all they have to know is that it's been in your crack or on your balls.
I don't think that's a thing. I remember growing up, we would all use the same soap bar. My family would. So
we used washcloths.
No one really thought about it, I guess. I don't know. Maybe they used washcloths, but I didn't. It's not like I ever washed my mom's shower. That's weird. So I don't know what she used. But
You never peeked at her? No, I'm just kidding.
No, never.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Hey, listen, we've decided that it's been a long time since we've had a guest.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to add to this fucking podcast?
Anybody?
I've been getting a lot of messages about the podcast lately. As a matter of fact, when we get to the emails, I got a really unusual one.
Mm-hmm.
But we're looking for guests. We're back in the swing of it. Spring is coming, and we're both busy, but let's amp it up a little bit, shall we?
The Easter Bunny is almost here, guys. Have you bought your baskets?
I heard something today that bothered me.
What?
They were talking about the Bengals. First of all, the Bengals have the lowest. They went through this whole Bengals thing on TV. Bengals got an F- for locker room facilities.
Oh, yeah, that was last year.
And food served to their players.
But they are redoing the locker rooms this year.
Apparently the water, half pressure, cold.
Yeah, they've always said that. But the Bengals are known for being cheapos. Like, for years and years and years, Mike Brown was known for sticking his players out in Georgetown University, and they would have to stay in these dorms without air. Millionaires have to stay in dorms without air conditioning for their two-a-days, and he would stay there, too, and he's like a fucking billionaire.
Yeah.
But he's just old school and weird. He wears that same hat that looks like his Papal sat on for 15 years.
Yeah.
And now he has it on his head. I hate those fucking hats. Fuck you,
but
floppy hat wearers.
And apparently the food served is like
it's apparently pretty bad. Yeah.
So he goes cheapy.
I was reading something where Baltimore Ravens go through something like 1,000 Uncrustables a week or some stupid shit like that.
Really?
Like the whole Ravens team just survives on Uncrustables.
Protein, man.
Yeah, they just pound them. Man, those things are delicious, and they're easy to pound down.
The other day I tried. A week ago, I tried one of the Uncrustables with the Nutella in them.
I've never had one of those. I'm not really a Nutella guy, though.
I'm not either.
Yeah.
It was tasty.
It was still good.
I'm waiting for them to come out with a apple butter Uncrustable. Maybe I'll write them a letter.
I just stick with the grape. I don't even like strawberry.
We go with strawberry usually.
I'm a grape guy when it comes to I'm a grape guy when it comes to peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in general.
Are you?
I don't mind a strawberry jelly, but grape is the one.
Well, it's the staple.
When you think of peanut butter and jelly, it's grape fucking jelly. It's not some, whatever you just said, apple butter. That sounds
yummy.
That sounds gay.
No, it doesn't. It's like an apple spread.
Spread. You gay. Dude, I tell you.
I'm gay because I like apples?
No, because you said spread.
Hey, are we going to go to asshole first, or are we going to go to this email? Because I'm really.
You want to hop right into a section? All right, I thought we were talking Bengals football.
Well, no. Oh yeah, I didn't finish.
They tagged T.
They're
Higgins.
talking about the F- and all that, and the T. Higgins and how they're still working on a long time deal. But then he said something that really made me nervous. It said Joe Burrow is continuing to make progress, but the doctors still say no fucking idea when he'll be able to throw a ball again.
Yeah, that's normal though.
I know it's normal, but I don't want to fucking start having low hopes already.
Yeah, they're 3 months away from cracking spring training, or whatever.
How long ago did it happen?
A while ago, but they expected it. They said he'd be ready by the time it was football
I
time.
hope so, because
I'm not worried about him.
I'm telling you, when we say this every year, but this is the year.
Psycho Joe will figure out a way for that shit to heal. He'll go meet up with Aaron Rodgers. They'll eat dead babies or whatever Aaron Rodgers has been doing. That dude healed from Achilles injury in like 3 weeks. So, he's up to some shit.
Yeah. Is he going to play again?
Get a hold of Joe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Get a hold of Joe out there, Aaron. You guys can talk shit about vaccines together, eat your dead babies, whatever you need to do. Just heal my Burrow. All right, that's all I need. I don't give a fuck how he does it.
And then protect my Burrow.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping they
need a right tackle.
Yeah, Trent Brown. Go get Trent Brown. I ain't fucking with no rookie. Go get Trent Brown.
I want experience too.
You have the money. I don't want to fuck with.
Do they have the money after putting that franchise tag on fucking T. Higgins?
That didn't cost them a dime to a certain extent because they
it's $23 million. I thought they said.
Yeah, and they just extended the salary cap $35 million.
They did do that, but
they didn't
extending his Mike Brown's salary cap's different animal.
Well, no, he still spends the whole crap. I mean, he doesn't, Mike Brown, the thing with him, Mike Brown's not cheap when it comes to player contracts. He's cheap when it comes to all the other shit. But, I mean, in the NFL, they don't have a choice. They have to spend the money.
The guy that was talking about the Bengals today, he said, look, if you're a Bengal fan, great, blah, 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 you got a good team. But here's what you need to resign yourself to for this year. You're either going to be an offensive team, and you're going to fucking have a huge lead and say, come catch me. Mm-hmm. Or you're going to be a defensive team and try to keep the offense. You know what I mean?
They're not going to have the defense to do that.
That's what I'm saying. You're not going to have both this year.
You
are not.
They're going to need some defensive tackles. Reader's not there anymore.
They need backs.
BJ Hill's all we have, and BJ Hill is just not as effective if you have to use him every down like they did last year.
And the teenage backs that we had didn't cut it.
They weren't bad. We kind of got fucked because Cam Taylor-Britt was hurt for a good portion of the year.
He was, and then Awuzie got hurt a little bit.
Awuzie's gone, though. So
yeah, but he did get hurt for a little
Turner
while.
is promising. He was young. He made some mistakes, but he was promising. Usually cornerbacks take 2-3 years. It's very rare that a
Dak
rookie
should be a cornerback.
Huh?
Dak should be a cornerback.
I got a feeling he's going to be.
He should be.
I think he's going to move into that third cornerback spot and take over Mike Hilton's spot when Hilton eventually leaves.
I think he should be a cornerback.
I think that's exactly what's going to happen. And then and then it seems like they did okay with that rookie out of Alabama last year. I think he'll come back and do well again. And I think they need a safety. I think they need a couple defensive tackles, and they need a tight end, running back, and right tackle. If they can fill those holes, and they can, even with T. Higgins,
do they need a running back? You don't think Chase is the guy?
I do, but you can't use one running back.
Well, I still got Mixon.
Mixon's not going to be on the team this year. I know I said this last year.
We said this last 2 years.
Yeah, but he's not going to be. They built that. When they redid his contract last year, they made it specifically so they could cut him after this year. If you look at his people, I don't understand the fascination with Mixon in Cincinnati. I always think it's just a Cincinnati sports thing. We get attached to people. It never made sense to me. If you look at his numbers and the way he breaks down his expected yardage that he should have got compared to other backs and the broken tackles and everything, he ranks towards the bottom of the league.
I've said that
with
forever.
Broken tackles
He's
and everything.
Not my guy.
He was like 24th in yards after hit. Yeah, that's not good for the money that he's getting.
No,
it's just not. You can get that out of a rookie. You could Chase Brown put up better numbers in the limited
There's
time.
a lot of teams with 2 or 3 solid running backs on their roster. What I'm saying is they're out there.
Yeah, no, running backs are a dime a dozen. I don't expect them to go out and spend a lot of money. If someone else said Saquon Barkley, you hear names like that. I don't want the Bengals to spend that kind of money on those kind of guys.
What would you think about them going after a somewhat established back? Like hypothetically, go after a James Cook or a Josh Jacobs.
Well, I don't think James Cook's that established.
Well, no, but
I don't think James
Cook's been in the
Cook's,
league 3 years now.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't see James Cook as much of an improvement.
How about Dalvin Cook?
Too old. He's basically a little bit better than Mixon, but he didn't do good in New York this year. His attitude apparently is not that great. In New York? No, you know who I wouldn't mind seeing them go after. You got Chase Brown. Maybe pick up another rookie. Somewhere in the mid rounds, and then maybe like a Zach Moss type. A real third down back. They're saying maybe Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And because he did play with Burrow and all them, he's an LSU guy. And we don't have a legit third down back, and he is that. He's not an everyday back. So I don't know. I think they get someone mid-tier. I ain't really all that worried about running back. Obviously, we're not a running team. I'm worried about getting a decent tight end and improving the line and getting a better defensive line.
I want a running back. Honestly, I want a running back who, not a good runner, obviously, but I want a good pass-catching running back.
Same here.
Burrow likes to dish off.
And Mixon did get better at that this year. He did a lot better out of the backfield catching passes than he did, in my opinion, running the ball. But either way, Mixon's not worth the money anymore.
But what about someone
I don't dislike the guy. I think he's a great cheerleader on the side of on the sidelines. I think he's great for the team. He's a team guy. I get all that. But I just, he's just... talent level, he's not worth the money anymore.
What about someone like Kareem Hunt? And I know these guys I'm mentioning are old, but what I'm saying is I kind of looking at it, hey, let's get some results now.
I see Kareem Hunt to me isn't really results. The guy...
he's a great pass catcher.
He's all right.
And he runs hard. The bottom line is... I don't know if
but there's
Chubb
a reason
is
why
there's
a reason why that he hasn't put up big yards. You know what I mean? That he hasn't caught on.
Well, because he was never the number one guy in Cleveland. Never.
No, in Cleveland, but Chubb, with the amount of time he's been he's had time to be the number one guy. He just has never got it.
Well, no, but because of what's his fuck, the kid out of UC.
Now they're saying Chubb might be cut.
They're saying Chubb might not be ready.
Yeah, so that's a fucking... I'd jump on. There's like 3 running backs where I would jump on, and I would be willing to spend the money on. Chubb is one of them. Fucking old shitbird out there in San Francisco is one of them.
McCaffrey.
Yeah, there's a few of them, but overall, it's a very, very small line of running backs that are actually worth paying that big money to nowadays. It's just not, whatever. Who gives a shit? Let's get off of football, though.
Okay.
Let's get to, you said we got an email, kind of.
Kind of. I got a text.
We're going to count these as emails, guys.
It is.
So if you send us texts, if you send us Facebook messages, any of that stuff, if you're like scared, like I don't want to get on actual email and type an email, I get it, whatever. Send us a message. We'll count it the same. We won't even tell you, even if we did. Hey! Email. Hey!
All right, we got an email, and this one is disturbing. It really is. I kind of think it's real. The scary thing about this is I know the person well enough that they have my phone number. Because this came in the form of a text. But they used a fake phone number.
Stranger danger.
It's a fake phone number. I've called it back. I've never heard of an area code 785. I've never heard of it.
I don't think it's real.
Well, they have places I think you can go to get fake numbers. I think that's
Murder Mountain out in San Francisco.
Well, they have this thing called, what's it called? Something where you can get a fake phone number.
Who gives a shit? Move on!
All right, it says, hi. I wanted to ask you guys a question, but in no way want my name mentioned.
Ah, that's why.
The other day, I was on my couch watching porn and whacking off.
Good for you.
My cat, who sits next to me, and without knowing, he was sniffing my helmet and licked pre-cum off my dick in 2 or 3 rapid licks. Apparently, it smelled good to him. After he licked it off, he ran away, like always. I didn't enjoy it per se, but it didn't bother me either. I thought it was kind of funny. Am I a sick fuck?
Yes.
It's not like I pointed my dick at him. It was sort of like a car crash. It happened so fast. Also, since my cat's male, am I even more sick?
Yeah.
Or does the gender of the animal licking my pole irrelevant? Sincerely, none of your fucking business.
I've always thought about that. Well, not always thought about it, but I mean, I think we've kind of talked about this before. Does that count? I mean, like, not does that count, but I mean, like, when we're talking about bestiality, does gay get involved ever?
It shouldn't.
Does female and male of the dog that you're fucking matter?
Well, he asked if it's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant. I feel like it does a little bit.
Do you?
No.
Only if you're touching their genitals, you sick fuck.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. If you're fucking a dog, let's say you're fucking a dog. And would you fuck a male or a female? You have to fuck a dog. All right? Gun to your head, you're fucking a dog, dude. It's either that or you're going to die. You're going to fuck a dog. But we're going to give you the option. You want a male or a female dog? Which one are you picking?
No matter which dog you fuck. God, what a conversation. No matter what dog you fuck, it's got to be anal. Have you ever seen a dog pussy? They're like this big.
tight pussy. You
no,
know what I mean?
not tight pussy. The kind
dude.
where you couldn't even,
Lube.
They're this big. I mean, they're like a little add-on.
You gotta lube that dog pussy up. No, for real though, like gun to your head. Which one?
I guess I'm fucking the female just in case.
Of course you are, right? Just in
case.
case. Yeah, you never know. Like maybe that'll open doors in you. If you fuck a dog, you're straight your whole life, right? And then all of a sudden you're like, fucking, it's Wednesday, I'm gonna fuck a dog, and you fuck a male dog, and then next thing you know, you're gay. And like all of a sudden, like those women you saw, you're not really into them. Now you're like, man, I fucked one guy, even though it was a dog guy.
My guess is you try to stick your dick in a dog, you're getting bit. That's just my guess.
Mm-hmm.
Dog dicks aren't.
Now, dude, my dogs won't even let me cut their toenails. They're not going to let me fuck them.
Oh.
It's not going to happen. So,
yeah, I'm definitely fucking the female, but unfortunately, it's pretty fucked up that I have to even put some thought into that because I'm fucking a dog.
Yeah, dude, it's Wednesday. What else are you going to do? Yeah. Anyhow, let's get on to this cat fucker.
The cat apparently licked the pre-cum off his dick.
Yeah, this cat sucked his dick. That's what I read it.
He said it was 2 or 3 licks and then the cat was gone.
Oh.
And he said, but see, here's the thing.
Dry tongue, dude. They got that sandpaper tongue. It's not as good. I'd rather have a dog lick my dick than a cat. You know, if we're going to be all things aside, I'd rather have a dog lick my dick than a cat because a dog got that like wet tongue, so that probably feels good. That cat has
the scratchy tongue. The
scratchy tongue, and it's not that big. Now, maybe if I had like a tiger licking my dick, that wouldn't be as bad. But just a regular house cat licking my dick, I don't think it's. Yeah.
Here's the problem.
No, you're not a freak, dude. It's not like you held it out in front of the cat and made him lick it.
First of all, I got a lot of weird friends, but none that are this weird. But here's the deal.
No, obviously you
if
do.
I'm
whacking off, they didn't text
if I'm
me.
whacking off and I feel one weird thing on my dick, I promise that cat's only getting 1 lick in. I'm pulling away real fast. He said 2 or 3 quick licks.
Well, they're quick licks.
It doesn't matter.
You think you can outmove a cat?
All you have to do is roll over. Yeah.
Well, the first lick you don't notice. You're like, the sandpaper up, shoving in my dick?
Hold on a second.
You watched it?
I'm beating off. It's right here. I'm noticing.
You're looking at your dick while you beat off?
No, I'm not looking at my dick, but
so you're laying back, you're beating off, eyes closed.
I was watching porn. His eyes weren't closed.
Phone, lick. What, sandpaper? Look down. Oh, hey,
There's something else touching your dick.
Yeah, well, that's why.
Shouldn't be.
That's why 2 licks make sense. The first lick's just gonna warn you. Like something touched my dick. What was it? You don't know. You're jerking off. Maybe it's just a different. And then you look down and see the cat. Maybe he's already got another lick in at that point. But you don't want to smack that cat because cats get those claws out, dude. You ain't trying to piss that cat off around your dick.
But let's say this too. First of all, whoever you are, in my opinion, yeah, you're a sick fuck. And I'll tell you why. Because if I'm jerking off, I'm watching porn, jerking off, concentrating. Cat comes up here, I'll be like, don't get too close to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why
I would make sure he never got anywhere near the
dude,
2
if you're a
spot.
cat owner, you should just keep a fucking water gun around you at all time for jerking off. Yeah, as soon as that fucker gets close, even in the room, squirt off.
Yeah. So yeah, my guess is I will agree with you that the gender is totally irrelevant. But yeah, you're a sick fuck. You let the cat lick pre-cum off your Johnson.
Yeah, I won't even jerk off with my dogs in the room. But not because they're dogs, because they're male dogs. I ain't trying to have some dudes watching me jerk off.
I guarantee they're not watching.
Huh?
They're not watching.
Oh, every time. Well, no, I shouldn't say every time, but at least the first time. You know what I mean? They're trying to figure it out. They don't
need to stop masturbating with peanut butter.
Well, I mean, what else are you going to use?
But yeah, my answer is sick fuck. How about you?
I don't know if he's a sick fuck. Like I said, it's weird, but it's not you. It's not. He didn't go out and grab it. If he grabbed that cat and did the peanut butter trick or something like that, then yes. Sick fuck. Or even if he was like, every time he jerked off, the cat had to be in reach. You know what I mean? He didn't want to lick him, but he just wants to pet his pussy while he jerks his dick. That's like his thing. Then he's a sick fuck. I mean, there's a million things with this cat and him jerking off in the same room that could equate to being a sick fuck. The cat sneaking up on him and getting a couple licks on his dick doesn't make him a sick fuck. The fact that he doesn't dislike it that much is kind of weird because now I think he might revisit.
Here's what I think.
This whole email is just a fucking permission slip to see if he can revisit.
Here's what I think the sick fuck did.
Yeah.
And I think he omitted this part from the email. But here's what I think. Mm-hmm. He got done coming.
On the cat.
It's all over his belly.
Yeah.
And he's like reaching for the rag and he goes, wait a second. If the cat liked the pre-cum, he's sure going to like the load.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, come here, kitty, kitty. That's what I think happened.
Oh, you think the cat ate the load?
I think he wanted to see if the cat went up and ate
I think he cummed on the calico.
You know how hard that would be to clean? No, don't come on your cats.
Yeah, no coming on the cats.
But yeah, I think you're twisted because I think the first time anything other than my hand touches my dick, I'm going to know it. And I'm going to, get away.
You know what? We don't know who this.
We don't
know who this is. But let's say we do just know a dude, and he just happens to have a cat. No big deal. And then all of a sudden, this same guy, and we don't know why, he just keeps on buying cats. And he's got like 33 cats. And he just lines them up in his little computer room, all 33 cats.
And there's a picture of him with his cats, and they all got tongues about this long.
He gets a special breed of cat that has like a
with a
extra long tongue
and smooth.
Yeah, but he also gets those bald ones, so he doesn't have to clean the cum out of their hair.
Those are expensive.
You sick fuck, dude. Those are expensive.
I think you're twisted because I really think the first lick, and I'm going, what the fuck?
I'm in the market for one of those, kind of, sort of. I've looked at
bald
them.
Cats?
Yeah, because Carmen's allergic to cats, and I love cats. So I was like trying to find an in-between, but I don't think I could do those cats. I love cats.
They're ugly.
I don't like those cats.
They're ugly.
Those look like demon spawns, dude. I got a friend. She's been...
And there's no such thing as a hypoallergenic cat. Except for the bald ones.
There's some that are better than others, but yeah, it's for the most part, the bald ones are your only options if you want no hair, obviously.
Yeah.
And you got to deal with this little fucking ball sack looking animal. And it's
I'm not a cat guy, but
because cat skin is very similar to ball sack skin. I don't even know if you've ever noticed that.
No.
Yeah. If you just touch a cat skin, very, very similar to that ball sack skin. I think they're made completely of human ball sacks.
Well, I've got one. You know what I hate about the cat?
Ball sack or a cat?
You know what I hate about the cat?
What?
Cleaning shit out of that box.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
every other day.
That's always going to be the problem with cats. Unless you can train them
to
go
outside.
It's
my kid's cat, and I'm too late. I'm stuck with it now.
Yeah.
Until it keels over.
No, I'm with you there. That part always sucks about cats, the litter box thing. It would be cool to train a cat to go outside and shit all the time. And I know that is possible. I mean, I've seen...
There's cats that sit on the toilet.
I was going to say, there's cats that shit on the toilet, but I don't trust those cats. Dude, if a cat is smart enough to shit on the toilet, it's probably smart enough to lick your dick every time you jerk off, Or,
go through your phone and buy stuff.
Yeah, dude, I ain't trying to have
stuff.
Yeah, cat's going to get some Fortnite points and shit like my son does.
All right, so basically, Jason and I disagree on that. Jason thinks, there was nothing you could do. You're the victim here. What I was thinking is, no, you're a sick fuck.
Well, he's the victim, but he's the rape victim that kind of got off during the rape. You know what I mean? Like, that's the weird part. He's the
rape victim that went, stop.
I don't think it's weird that his cat licked his dick. I think it's weird that he actually admits that he didn't dislike it. You know what I mean?
He said, I didn't hate it per se.
Yeah. Well,
And then he tried to justify himself by saying, well, it's not like I enticed the cat to do it. But the whole point is, if I feel any one thing... No, I'm gonna get you after the first lick. You're gonna get one lick in.
Yeah, dude. I feel like I'm gonna feel those whiskers brush up against my balls before you even get there. So
yeah, you're twisted. And the worst part is, I know you. I got your number.
Yeah, is the cat male or female?
Said him, so it's a male cat.
And you're gay.
You're gay.
And you're gay.
You're a gay beastialist.
Gay dog fucker that didn't fuck a dog.
Yeah, but it's so funny because we've talked about the twistedness of putting peanut butter on your nuts and stuff. But yeah, you could have stopped the second lick.
Yeah, dude, that's on you. That's on you. I'm sorry, you're weird.
So yeah, you're weird.
Now the third lick.
And your cat's weird.
He said a few. That means 3.
2 or 3. He even said specifically 2 or 3 rapid licks.
I'm going to give you the second one. The third one is when I start getting a little weird about it. That's rapid. Cats they're rapid. It's not really how they do it, is it?
No. They're slow.
Salty pre-com, your little Laffy Taffy dick. You're weird. All right, let's get to somebody else.
Asshole of the week. Asshole of the week. Asshole of the week.
All right, asshole of the week. I'll get to mine first since I don't really have that much to say about it per se. I just kind of found out it today and I was like, you fucking... All right, so this guy, he's in the Air Force and he decided to go out in front of the Jewish embassy, the Israeli embassy out in D.C. and light himself on fire this week, all right? A couple days ago, I believe.
That would hurt.
Yeah, he went out in front of it and said, I'm tired of... He was in the Air Force. He was in full military outfit or whatever. He went out in front of the embassy and said, I am tired of participating in genocide. Put lighter fluid all over him, lit himself on fire, yelled "Free Palestine." So he's
Is that what he yelled?
yeah. So he's out in front of the embassy burning to death, and these cops come rushing over, and what do? Pull guns on him. This guy's on fire. These cops are like, stand down! One of them went and got a fire extinguisher and fucking, is trying to put this guy out. This guy's screaming in pain. He's live streaming the whole fucking thing on Stitch or whatever the fuck that thing is.
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't watch it. I will probably if I find it. I haven't. I just found out about it when I woke up. I guess it happened a couple days ago. He died from his injuries today. But, it's just the cops, though. That's my asshole of the week, is the cop that decided, hey, this guy's on fire, and decided to pull his gun out and point at him and try to direct him to lay down so he could handcuff him and stuff. For one thing...
And his whole body is
For
on
one
fire.
thing, I'm not sure if it's illegal to set yourself on fire. I don't know how that works.
Suicide's illegal.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's illegal.
If you fucking called if you had a gun and you were going to kill yourself,
Yeah, they don't put you in jail.
they don't put you in jail, but they can put you in a loony bin.
Well, because you're crazy. You're going to
But
kill
the whole
yourself.
point is you're still taken away and put in somewhere.
I don't think suicide's illegal. Either way,
Tell Jack Kevorkian that.
Well, yeah, but he was suiciding people.
He wasn't doing anything.
Yeah,
he
he
was
was.
giving them the machine, lending the machine. He wasn't touching anything.
Well, still, I don't think I can give you my gun and say kill yourself. I mean, then a little bit of zombie. I don't know how that works. Either way, I'm not sure lighting yourself on fire is illegal, but either way, maybe. I don't know. I guess you can't be putting fires in the middle of the road, regardless of who's on fire. I don't understand what you think you're going to do with this gun pointed at the guy.
Well,
I mean, maybe shoot him and put him out of his misery.
Well,
you know?
I'm thinking maybe the cop was thinking, well, this guy's obviously at the end. Maybe he's got a bomb. Maybe he's going to fucking take a few
shoot the
people
bomb?
out. I don't know.
Yeah, none of it makes any sense. There was no reason to draw the gun. The other cop, he fucking went and got the fire extinguisher and tried to put him out, and then he started screaming at his, his cop friend, like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Oh, did he?
Yeah, get the fire extinguisher and put it out. Either way, I just could not imagine what kind of asshole you have to be where your initial reaction to seeing a man on fire is to try to shoot him.
Freeze! I can't freeze. I'm burning fucking alive.
It's 'cause like, "Ah!" Knock it off.
Speaking of which, there was a thing in, I don't remember what country it is, where these monks in protest were doing the same thing.
Tibet.
Tibetan monks. They were dumping gasoline on their
Yeah, no,
heads.
it's the world's. I mean, it was on the cover of Rage Against the Machine album. I mean,
There's nothing. There can't be a worse death than that.
no, but those monks went out like gangsters, dude.
They didn't
Because
even run around
They
screaming.
didn't do
They sat
anything.
there.
This guy was like, he lit himself on fire, yelled "Free Palestine," and then shortly after, I think he was like, "Ah!"
Shit hurts.
Yeah.
Well, you
But
remember...
these monks are just
well, I'll
they're
tell you what.
burning to death.
The fucking... Without a doubt, these monks are like that fucking... it was a pilot. I think he was a Jordanian pilot. Got shot down by fucking Al-Qaeda or ISIS. Mm-hmm. And what they did is they put something in this fucker. They knocked him out, okay? And when he woke up, he was in a cage with this flammable goo all over him.
Cock cage?
No, a big cage.
Oh.
And they had literally a stream of gas going out, and they were literally going to set the thing on fire. Well, this guy fucking balls this fucking big on this guy. He didn't beg for his life. He gave them basically a fuck you. They put the fire down. It went to him, lit him on fire, and he just fucking did this until he fucking melted. Grossest, nastiest thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. But he was basically giving him a fuck you.
Imagine how bad that smelled.
Oh, God. But I mean, literally, and I didn't want to watch it because I don't like stuff like that. But
Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite capital murders. Is the one where they put tires around someone and light the tires on fire. Yeah, surround someone on. That's fucking rude, dude.
But this guy was basically, he just held onto the side of the cage while he fucking melted and did this. I'm like, that's fucking balls.
I mean, to be fair,
you know what I'd be doing? Same thing as that guy. Ah!
I don't think I'd have a choice.
I'd be stop, dropping, and fucking rolling. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Fuck the Palestinians. Fuck them. Fuck them. Put me out.
Catch them on fire, not me. No, I mean, obviously wouldn't do it. And you know what? In the end, Israel's still doing their thing today.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that's that. They're not like Jimmy burnt himself. Should we knock this off?
Fucking Netanyahu. Fuck you, man. He don't
Think he
care.
cares?
You guys can all burn yourselves.
We celebrate by burning children.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck you. Burn yourselves.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Not one bit. And that cop should have shot him.
Well, my asshole of the week.
Not really.
In passing, I've mentioned it to you, and the only reason I'm doing this asshole, it's a lot of people. A lot of big, broad people.
Oh, big broad people. Fuck you, Kansas City.
And I posted something about it on Facebook this past week. And, I got a bunch of ha-has, but then I did get one person, and I like this person that we work with. But this person was like, trying to defend the action. But here's the action. My asshole of the week is any Jeep owner that has rubber ducks on their dashboard.
Yeah, fuck you.
It's the fucking stupidest thing I've ever
I don't like
fucking
Jeep
seen.
owners.
They literally have their whole dashboard lined with these fucking rubber ducks. And I'm talking to you, Penny. My friend Steve's wife has them. He sent me a message. Hey, Penny says, fuck you for that thing. I like you a lot, Penny. You're an asshole of the week. Not only do you have to actively purchase rubber ducks.
Yeah, this is the part that really threw me off because I didn't know the origin story. I didn't know why these rubber ducks were there and anything like that.
I researched it.
You move on, but
if you like
this
the
blew
friend,
my mind.
Yeah, if you like their Jeep,
yes,
you place a duck on it. Like, here, I like your
Who
Jeep.
just hangs out with ducks in their pocket?
That's the fucking fucked up part about this. These motherfucking people are going out to Amazon or where the fuck ever and purchasing rubber ducks and keeping them in their glove box in case they see a cool Jeep. Then they're going to say, here's a duck. Now, this person we work with is one of the duck people. I like this person. I'm not going to mention her name.
Nice person.
She's nice. I like her. But she said, I can't believe something so small could trigger you. And I'm like, it didn't trigger me. I just think it's fucking ridiculous. It's not like I'm keeping myself up nights thinking about your ducks.
Yeah.
But what fucking bothers me is that you're purchasing ducks. And you're saying, and this person said, well, you put a smile on somebody's face. I'd be a lot happier if I got in my car and there was a $5 bill on the seat.
Mm-hmm. Well, those ducks didn't cost $5, but either way.
$1. I got a free $1.
It just weirds me out that people are walking around with fucking ducks on them.
They've got them in their cars. They're in their purses. They're in their fucking pockets. Just in case they see somebody with a fucking Jeep. What if the person that owns that fucking Jeep that you gave a little duck with a cowboy hat? It's so funny because the fucking ducks, they have cowboy hats and fucking maracas. It's like fucking a whole collection of fucking cool ducks. Jeep ducks. So what if that guy's a pedophile? You just put a smile on a pedophile's face.
Yeah.
You're buying ducks to give to strangers.
Ducks for diddlers.
That's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, ducks for diddlers.
So here's
my
what
new
I'm going
charity.
to do. Ducks for diddlers.
Ducks for diddlers.
I'm going to say, I drive a Chevrolet. From now on, if you drive a Chevy and you see another Chevy that you like, I want you to give them a small dildo. I'm going to put dildos all over my dash.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be a Chevy thing.
Yeah.
You wouldn't understand.
No, I drive a Toyota.
Yeah, you wouldn't understand. Chevy thing.
Yeah.
But these Jeep people are like saying, Lincoln Arms. We're Jeep people. You don't get it.
Jeeps have been that people for a long time, and that's what bothered me about Jeep people. Back in the day, I was obsessed with, as a young teen or a teenager, when I just first got my license.
Love Jeeps.
I was obsessed with Wranglers. I really wanted the Jeep Wrangler.
I like CJs.
Those were a little bit older, and yes, I looked at those too. The CJs were all too expensive for how old and beat up they were. Is the reason why I didn't give it that. And
you got to buy them in Arizona.
And the regular Wranglers, I don't think they make them different in Arizona. But go on.
Well, no, there's no humidity there, so they don't rust.
You're right about that.
They don't rust.
Yeah, don't buy cars from Florida.
No, you buy one here or like Florida, they got Bondo all over them.
Yeah.
In Arizona, they're original.
My family couldn't afford to get me a Wrangler, nor could I afford to buy one myself, so I never had one. But a friend of mine did, and we're driving around, and this guy was moderately douchey to begin with. But we're riding around in this Jeep. I love this Jeep. Every Jeep we passed, he would wave to, and I'm like, eventually, like in the third one, I'm like, what's going on here? He's like, oh, Jeep love. We all do this.
You're assholes.
And instantly, I'm fucking 17 years old. And I'm like, fuck these people.
I rode a motorcycle.
I never want a Jeep. I never want anything to do with Jeep people. And apparently, their culture's got even fucking dumber since then. Because now we moved on to fucking ducks. You know what I mean? I can handle the wave.
My whole life, I drove a motorcycle.
Yeah, well, the motorcycles are also wavers. I don't like it, but
I never waved.
Okay, good.
Until I had kids, I drove a motorcycle. Mm-hmm. I had one. I just like getting out and driving through the woods.
You're a badass, dude. I mean,
I never put the chaps on or the fake biker vest or anything like that.
Chaps on.
No, I never did any of that. I just said, hey, it'd be cool to fucking put the glasses on and drive around. So every motorcycle that
my dad was a motorcycle guy too.
Would wave.
Yeah,
I never waved back. So I probably wasn't in the club because I'm like, I don't fucking know you.
Why am I waving to you?
I don't know you.
Most people that own motorcycles suck.
Yeah, I don't know you.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna wave.
No.
And the thing about these ducks that kill me is that these people, when they run out of ducks, they buy more ducks.
Yeah, you can probably get a pack of 20 for like $10 on Amazon. But either way, it's just the point that you keep them around.
Yes.
So weird.
And you're looking for a duck with a guitar this week, or a duck with a violin, or a duck with a fucking.
And now, are you allowed
on.
to put your own ducks on your dashboard, or do they have to be given ducks? Like, are you a fucking like poser fag? A poser dork if you're putting your own ducks up there?
I think Jeep Love requires that these are ducks that are given to you.
I would imagine, but I'm sure there are people out there like, I'm going to make people think my Jeep's cool by putting my own ducks up there.
What if you're the guy
They're not checking. You don't have to initial the bottom of the duck or anything.
What if you're the guy who owns a beat-up Jeep that no one gives a duck to? You're still in the club because you have a Jeep, but
you still get the wave, but you don't get the ducks.
you don't get the duck.
Yeah.
So then you would probably have to put your own ducks there. And I think then you'd be a poser and you'd be out of the Jeep club. But the whole point is, these are grown people that are buying ducks to give to strangers because of what they drive.
Yeah, well, any dickhead with credit can go get a Jeep. You're not special.
Right.
And who gives a shit?
Right.
Fucking weirdos.
Exactly right. It's not like it's a Jeep from one of the wars that you collected or a Jeep that you got for saving humanity. You bought a Jeep.
Yeah, this is stolen duck valor.
I
don't
bought
like it.
a fucking stolen duck valor. That's perfect.
What are you? Next thing you fuckers are going to get your own parking spots?
But
Fuck you, Jeep people.
What I imagine when I think of this is some fucking dorks driving around and going, oh, did you see that Jeep we just passed? Flipping a U-turn. We got to wait till it parks. He needs a duck.
What kind of manly dude will want a bunch of ducks on? I mean, that's another thing. Any dude that does it, I think, girls is like, okay, whatever. Girls.
Is it?
Well, girls are into stupid shit, man, so I don't understand it. Whatever, it's cute. There's a million different reasons why they might have their little ducks up there. But if I see a guy with a bunch of rubber duckies on his fucking dashboard, I don't care the origin story, all right? That's all I'm thinking the whole time. You fucking dork.
Because I'm telling you, if I owned a Jeep right now, because I used to have a CJ, loved it.
Yeah, they're cool.
But if I owned a Jeep right now, and I came out to my car from grocery shopping or whatever, and there was a duck sitting on the thing, my first thought is, how far can I throw this duck?
Hey, you know what we should do?
I'm not keeping the fucking duck.
You know what we should do?
I'm throwing the duck away.
We should go get some ducks, actual ducks. And start putting actual ducks in people's car. Their Jeep there, and you just throw
real ducks.
Oh, yeah, throw a duck in their car. I thought that's what you do. I liked your Jeep. I gave you a duck.
I'm real quickly looking at Amazon.
Duck shit all over their fucking car.
To see if they have duck Jeeps.
How much are regular ducks? I think you got to buy. I don't think they sell full size ducks. You have to buy ducklings. What are you looking at? You're trying to buy a Jeep?
They actually sell
Jeep ducks.
Jeep ducks for ducking. 76-piece kit. For $29.95.
So $30, you get 70 ducks. A kit? But you got to build them?
No, you get little rings with it. And,
oh my God, that's
horrible. And you get an app on your phone. Sweet Jeep, you've been ducked.
Oh my God. Hey, I hope everyone who fucking likes these dies in a house fire. Besides people we know, because I don't want that for people I know. I don't mind them. But whoever came up, okay, let's change this. Whoever came up with this idea, that the original duck fuck. I hope you die in a house fire.
You've been ducked.
I hope someone does that tire thing to you.
Oh my God, sweet Jeep, you've been ducked.
Yeah, let's get off of this. This is angering me.
That's my asshole of the week.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I figured you'd appreciate it.
Fucking dorks.
You've been ducked. I mean, like I said, mine's going to be little miniature dildos.
Mm-hmm.
And all colors. We're all races welcome to own a Chevy.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? I'm the one who gets pulled over. Hey, take those dicks off your fucking dash. It's a Chevy thing. You wouldn't understand, officer.
Yeah, Ford trucks should go with like lawn jockeys.
Anything. No, Ford trucks should go with you actually give somebody a set of balls that hang down from the back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
realistic
that.
testicles.
I get it. I don't even appreciate that. If the biggest truck you see and there's like 16 sets of balls hanging from everybody.
Been nutsacked.
All these people that appreciated this truck so much they gave him an extra pair of nuts.
You've been nutsacked.
Yeah.
Sweet Chevy. You've been dildoed.
You've been dildoed.
I mean, come on, man.
I know, I agree.
And the thing about it, when this person who I like said, puts a smile on somebody's face, give them money. That puts much more in a smile.
Let's get into something different here that's sort of based off that. And that's what you said, or she said to you was, why does such a little thing make you so triggered? I need to kind of explain this to people that don't have the Irish anger that I have, and maybe you have, and some other people have. It's very temporary. All right. I can get super, super angry at something in 2 seconds and then a second later not give two fucks about anything.
Me too.
All right.
Me too.
So it doesn't impact my day. I think other people get angry and then they just spend the rest of their day just being like,
not me.
Or whatever. You know what? I'm just saying, like, when they say, like, see, I'll do shit. My wife does this all the time. Like, why are you so angry? And it'll just be over something simple, like some lady was in a parking spot or something. You know, and I'm not angry. But my instant reaction is that outward anger thing. It's just an emotion that comes out and then ends right there in the moment.
Yeah.
It's done. You know what I mean? It's not, it's just.
It insults your intelligence for about 30 seconds. You're like, fuck, I'm going to say something about this. And then you're done with it.
No, I'm done with it. It doesn't, I move on. This doesn't make me angry all day. And since I respond, everything I respond with sounds angry, I think just because of my tone and my sense of humor and everything else.
Yeah.
I'm not really that fucking angry.
And I haven't been holding on to this. When I put that on Facebook, I said, that's going to be my asshole this week.
Yeah, you did.
So it's not like I thought about it all week.
You did it at the book market.
You've been ducked.
You've been ducked. You fucking.
So, hey, I've got a new segment that I want to do, but I'm going to need help from all these people. Something you said to me last night, and it created an idea. Because every single one of us people.
Told you I'm a genius.
You are, and you didn't even know it. I want, now this is going to take you either texting Jason or I,
Cum stain on my
or cum stains.
Cum stain on my pillow.
This one is homeless sign of the week. You saw a great homeless person sign.
I did.
And it makes me think that, sometimes you drive by them and you see really funny ones. Well, I want to know what they are. I don't want fake ones. I don't want ones you've pulled off the internet. If you're driving, we all see bums with signs every fucking day. Mm-hmm. A lot of them try to make something funny on it. I want to know what signs you see. And it might not be every week. We might not get a good one, but maybe homeless sign of the month or whatever.
Yeah, I did. I told Chris about mine yesterday. I was driving down, I believe, Jefferson down in Clifton, in the corner of that and Martin Luther King. I pull up. There's this crusty fucking punk rock guy on the corner. He has a sign, a lot of writing on it. So, a lot of times I'm not even going to pay attention. But I happened to glance over, and I didn't read the whole thing, but I caught the beginning of it, and it said, "Help, please help spread some cheese on this broke cracker." And I fucking died laughing. Like Chris said, he would have gave him money, and I would have gave him money too.
Without a doubt.
I had a passenger in my car. I was Ubering, and I was, I wasn't stopped. I would have had to slam on my brakes and give him money with the guy in my car. That wasn't going to happen. But either way, I wanted to because he deserved it. That was a great sign.
Yeah.
A great sign. And then it said some other shit underneath. Much better than the sign earlier today was some guy just had a sign that said, like, "I am drug-free and looking for work." Well, then go apply to a job. That's not how work. That's not how jobs work, dude.
Yeah.
Like, no one's like, "Man, I need to find an employer. Let me drive around the city for a while." Yeah.
Like the one I saw last year where the guy had a sign, or a girl had a sign that said, "Too ugly to prostitute." That's a great sign.
That's a great sign.
Here's $1 just for the fucking wit.
Mm-hmm. What is these signs, though? These need work signs. It really does crack me
They
up.
won't work.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
I've proven that.
Since when did the Office Max HR person drive around the city looking for people with signs to hire?
Yeah.
You know how you get a job? You go into places and you put an application in.
Yeah.
You don't hang a sign outside on 75, that need work, drug free. Okay, cool, man. Well, you obviously don't know how to get a job, so I don't know if I want you to work for me, you idiot.
Now, what do you think that guy would have said if you would have driven by and handed him a joint? Would he have taken it?
Well, maybe. Weed's not drugs, right? I mean, when I see drug free, I just think they don't do heroin or cocaine or crack. I don't. Weed. When someone says they don't do drugs, I don't really consider weed a drug. So
no, but I think if you're recovering, weed's considered a drug.
Oh yeah, for sure. And certain people got it worse than others. Or, there's people that can't just do one drug.
But I want your best homeless sign. If you see one, I want it.
Yeah, no, I would like that.
A lot of good ones out there.
There's some great ones. These homeless people, they're like inmates, very creative. They
are.
Well, they got nothing else to do. All day long, all they have to do is like try not to die and make signs. Outside of that, there's nothing else really
and come
to do.
up with interesting things to wipe their asses.
They don't got to clean their room. I'll tell you that. No one's making the bed. There's lots of things they don't have to do.
You know what you call a homeless guy
don't have
taking
to take
a
out
shit?
the trash. What?
A show off.
Everybody likes a nice shit in public. What do homeless people use for toilet paper?
Toilet paper's cheap. Maybe they probably a roll in their bag.
Other homeless people? Come here, Ron. Wipe the shit off in your arm.
You know what they probably do? They probably like going to McDonald's and Wendy's and grab a handful of napkins, stick them in the bag.
You think there's a lot of homeless fucking going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's tons of homeless buckets.
Just all sorts
and I
of-
guarantee it stinks.
Well, yeah, duh.
So fucking bad.
Yeah, of course.
Imagine a hoo-ha that hasn't fucking been bathed in.
You know, the worst thing for a pussy is not owning the house. That's an unhoused pussy is just not good.
But you know what? I guarantee women will say that stinky nuts smell as bad as a bad cooch.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
I bet they
Dude,
do.
I've took peas before that I didn't like, or you might not have showered in a while or something like that.
I think there's homeless orgies, homeless gangbangs. I think there's homeless fucking everywhere.
Is there such thing as homeless swingers? I mean, homeless.
Yeah, I live under that bridge. You live under this bridge. Let's
Meet me.
swap. Yeah. There's homeless fucking going
Meet me
on
under
for
the
sure.
Brent Spence.
Yeah, we're fucking there.
We're fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Nice view of the river.
Fucked this girl the other day. She lived off of Sawyer Point. Ah, nice.
Nice.
Those Sawyer Point bitches.
All right, what other segments we got today? What else we got going on? What is going on here?
Well,
you wanted to do one we hadn't done in a while, right?
what, joke of the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, because my friend Steve Steinman from Coleraine Township,
All right,
good buddy of
Steve,
mine.
This is for you, buddy.
Joke of the week.
All right, Steve,
Joke of the week. We haven't done this in a while.
you tell my jokes all the time. You said it yourself. I'm going to start you off with one kind of timid because I don't know who you're going to tell it to. Steve, cool dude I used to hang out with. His grandson played football with my boy. Mm-hmm. We went on the camping trips together, got drunk. This dude is actually, he's been in a band forever. He does like classic fucking 80s metal.
Have you seen his dick?
No,
That's weird.
haven't seen his dick. No, he's the guy that pees in the bush, not next to the bush. He's the
Sticks
guy
his
that goes,
dick literally in the
no,
bush.
he literally puts his whole body in the bush.
Right
and
on,
pees in
Steve.
the
That's what
bush.
I do too.
You might see his back of his head
Yeah.
or something.
Good
but
job, Steve.
His
Don't
dick's
show
not
this
gonna be
fucking
seen.
pervert your dick.
He's not going to be
He's a
seen.
goddamn creep.
But he's got a cool fucking old metal voice, like a Dio voice. Pretty cool. Yeah.
I can't do it.
Fun dude. But he likes these jokes. So I'm going to start you off with a timid one just to tell a couple of your friends. 3 guys apply to the CIA. Okay? And they all sitting in the office waiting for their interviews. And the guy comes out and says, all right, Jim, it's your turn. He said, first rule of the CIA is you do whatever you're told and you don't ask any questions.
First rule, Fight Club.
He says, absolutely. I realize that. He says, all right, your wife's in the other room. I want you to go in there and kill that bitch. He goes, what? He goes, no questions asked. Your wife's in there. There's a gun in there. I want you to go in there and shoot that bitch. So he starts walking. He gets to the door. He grabs the knob. He said, I can't kill my wife. I just can't. He says, all right, then you're not a good candidate for this job. And they kick him out. Bill, you're up next. First rule is you do whatever you're told, no questions asked. He said, your wife's in there. There's a gun on the dresser. Go in there and shoot that bitch. He goes, what? He goes, your wife's in there. Go kill her. So the guy walks in the room. A few seconds later, comes back out. He said, I can't kill my wife. He said, you're not a good candidate for this. Jason, you're next. He said, the first rule is you don't ask any questions. Your wife's in there. Gun in there. Go shoot that bitch. So he goes in, and all of a sudden you hear a little blah, 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 blah. Some wrestling around, some fucking shit getting knocked over, and he comes out. And he goes, Jason, you were the first guy willing to do what you were told. I heard the gunshot. He goes, yeah, but there was blanks in that gun. I didn't know what to do so I had to strangle the bitch. For you, Steve.
There you go, Steve.
For you, Steve.
Chris-
And like I said, Steve Steinman, listener of the week.
Jew?
No, he's not Jewish. I don't think.
Ah,
No,
Stein.
he doesn't
He
seem
put
Jewish.
Stein in the name. I just automatically assume.
Yeah, but he puts man and they like Steinman.
Yeah, you're right. I guess
Yeah.
you put a man in there, it changes everything. What does that make you German then all of a sudden?
I think he's pretty fucking German. Guy likes his cool dude, likes his beer,
Hates
fun
the
dude.
Jews.
The only thing about him is his wife has ducks all over her Jeep.
Dude.
Yeah,
Hey,
Steve, love you.
Steve, take this joke to heart. Go kill the bitch. I didn't mean it.
Steve, it's so funny because he sent me a text message. Hey, my wife says fuck you for that duck thing. She's got ducks all over. I'm like, I'm gonna delete contact.
Yeah, Steve, I've always knew you had bad taste.
No, his wife's cool as hell. I didn't even know.
Don't sound like it.
I didn't know
Hey,
she
from
even
afar,
drove a
sounds
Jeep.
like she sucks, dude.
I didn't even know she drove a Jeep, and I certainly didn't know there was ducks on it.
Yeah, catch her on fire, dude. Well, there's enough of this duck talk.
Yeah. I'm done with it.
Whore.
You probably never hear about it again, unless I'll probably get messages. Hey, I just don't think you're fair to us. You
You think we're going to message about ducks?
I got one on the Facebook post. You're triggered, and then someone else that we all know and love put a big heart next to that comment. Like, yeah, fuck him. Triggered him.
Triggered.
Yeah.
I probably don't love.
How about this?
I probably don't love him.
How about this? There is no way on God's green earth that Donald Trump is not the next president.
Oh, yeah, he's press, dude.
He's the press.
Yeah, that's D. Trump's getting his second term.
Is there any way that we're like preparing for this or
prepare? Why? What are you gonna do? I don't got X. I don't. It don't impact my life. Whatever.
No,
I'm white.
Like I said, there's just no fucking way around this. That's our next president.
Did we call the Biden thing or did we call the Biden thing?
100%.
4 years later, we said Biden's going to get elected and this is going to be a boring fucking 4 years and you're not going to hear from him. And whether he's boring or not, I mean, the shit popped off in Russia, the shit popped off in Israel. I don't know really if that had anything to do with Biden per se. But either way, like, he's been bored. You barely knew the guy existed outside every once in a while coming out and saying some dumb shit.
Off a jetway or something.
The only
like
time
that.
you ever even knew he existed is when he just came out and flubbed some shit. And as far as I know, that's all he did. So
well, he's in the news right now doing something so fucking stupid, and every expert is fucking disproven it. He's trying to block the merger between Albertsons and Kroger's.
Why?
Because he says it'll create much less competition, and they will jack the prices up on the consumer. And then the expert says, well, Walmart and Target are 5 times bigger than both of those combined. So you're not making any argument here.
I mean, Walmart and Target aren't. I don't. Do you look at Walmart and Target the same as you look at Kroger?
Walmart, yes. Walmart has a full
They
grocery
do, but
section.
I don't. I discount it, dude. I don't even consider it real groceries. It's like poor people groceries. I don't.
But it's a whole grocery section.
I know, and it's a fucking stupid thing. I'm just saying in my head, maybe it's because I'm older.
Not Target,
of
course.
Well, Target got grocery sections too.
Yeah, but see now the Walmart or the Krogers and the Albertsons, they're trying to go that direction. They're putting clothes in there.
You're right. They're getting
furniture.
further too.
Yeah, so they're
trying to compete with Walmart.
Right, but the whole point is,
and they're all just trying to compete with Amazon.
He's trying to block the merger, and I'm like, well, it's not like this doesn't create a monopoly. You've got Aldi's, you got Myers, you got IGA's, you got a shitload of other stores. This does not create a monopoly in any way, shape, or form.
Someone's paying them to block the merger.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
They're just saying he's trying to get his name out there. But
I ain't going to pretend like I know anything about what you're talking about right now, so I don't know if blocking the merger is a good thing or a bad thing. But either way, that's what we're worried about.
But you know what's funny? When you were saying that we called the Biden thing on how boring he was going to be.
Yeah.
I bet you if you asked 1,000 Americans under 30 who's Biden's vice president, they're not going to come up with that name.
They might know the name, but they couldn't tell you one thing she's
what
done.
What the fuck has she done
in
4 years?
I mean,
nothing.
To be fair, vice presidents don't do anything. I don't. What the fuck did Mike Pence do?
But was Mike Pence's name in the fucking air? Yes, it was.
Was it? No, only when he did weird shit.
Well, what I'm saying is he had responsibilities. He had jobs within the fucking, like they all have.
Yeah, but I'm sure she
Kamala
does too.
Harris,
we just don't hear about it. I don't.
She must not have important jobs. She must not have.
I honestly never remember hearing Mike Pence's name. I don't. Outside of hearing about him not wanting to be in the same room as women. And
you can't say the same about Dick Cheney.
Weird shit about that. Well,
Al Gore.
But we all agree Dick Cheney ran the country. So yeah, that there is a difference there. But I would put her more in the Mike Pence category. You could go down the list. There's a few other ones that you've never heard shit about. What, DeCock, or was it DeCock? No, who was George Bush's Quayle? You never heard shit about Quayle.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of people
and you really
just
didn't
making
hear
fun
shit
of him.
about Joe Biden when Obama was president.
Biden didn't do shit. And Biden.
But what I'm saying is, at least you still knew their fucking name. I mean, Kamala Harris, you haven't heard her name mentioned in any fucking newscast anywhere in the last fucking 2 years.
She just doesn't have much support, because if she had any support, she would be running for president, and they would have made Biden go down.
Yeah, they have.
Because this is a disaster for them. But the problem is it's a disaster no matter what. They either admit they're completely fucking wrong and take Biden out and take Kamala out, you know what I mean, and put a new candidate in there somehow, or they have to run with one of those two. You know, and
I think they're running with Joe.
And because Joe has a better chance of beating Trump than she does.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think I don't know. When push comes to shove, I still don't know who's going to fucking win. I tend to go towards Trump. I'm not voting.
Isn't Joe's approval rating in the 30s?
It's
right
bad,
now?
dude. It's bad. But when push comes to shove again, people are still afraid to death of Donald Trump.
Well,
and they see
Biden,
regarding as useless as Biden has been, they see him still as the safe candidate that's just going to be useless for another 4 years instead of being Trump. People hate Donald Trump that much. But the thing is,
but they also love him very much. The Trump people,
yeah, those people. But those people didn't win last time when they loved him.
No.
Now I don't think he's won a lot more fans since then. I think what's happened, and the reason why I think he's going to win, is not because he's won more fans, but because Biden has turned off even more people. There's going to be a lot of me's out there this year that are just like, I ain't fucking voting. Like
I'm not. If those are
those
the
are
two
my
options,
candidates. I'll vote for fucking old RFK
because there is no lesser of two evils there. No. I've voted lesser of two evils 5 times.
Yeah, there's not.
But there isn't one.
And I usually don't do that. This was one of the rare times. I mean, I've only voted Democrats twice. It was Biden and Obama. Obama first time, Biden first time. And
you didn't vote Obama second time?
No, because I felt the same way as I do with Biden. Now, not as bad because at least Obama could form a sentence. Yeah. You know what I mean? But policy-wise, I didn't like what Obama did.
Yeah.
So I did not vote for him again. I went, I think, Green Party that year or something. And I usually always vote third party. Yeah, no, I only voted. No, that year I went Green Party. I have done Libertarian a few times. And this year I'll go RFK. I'll vote for Kennedy. I
never put a Kennedy in the
Dude, he made me laugh, though. He made me laugh.
Kennedys, dude.
Yeah, but did you see that? I'm sure you didn't, but Tim Dillon, gay comedian, put up a picture of him and some girls saying that, I decided to not be gay anymore and I'm marrying so-and-so. RFK commented at it. He put lovely lady, Tim. I'm so glad she ungayed you. That's a presidential candidate that wrote ungayed. That's fucking hilarious, and he's got my vote just on that.
But you think but he's a Kennedy.
Yeah, whatever.
He's Kennedy, dude.
I don't care. I don't hate the Kennedys. I don't have anything against the Kennedys. The only Kennedy that sucks to me was Ted. That's it. The rest of the Kennedys were pretty fucking good. I don't know why the Kennedys got such a bad name. I know why, because the Republicans been shitting on them for 40 years. So people that don't even really pay much attention just don't like them. They just hear that name and just associate it with that type of people, which I get. You just
John
don't
F.
like
Kennedy was a glorified Bill Clinton, dude. He was a good guy, blah, blah, blah. But as a person, he was kind of a piece of shit, cheating on his fucking wife all the time. He wasn't a great dude.
I don't care about
now,
that
his
stuff.
brother,
Yeah.
Robert Kennedy.
I think Robert was the dude.
He was the fucking dude. He was supposedly the best Kennedy in history. And he's the guy that should have been president. He's the guy that would have been president had he not got killed in the kitchen.
If the CIA didn't kill him.
Sirhan.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
But yeah, supposedly he was the dog. He was the Kennedy that everybody wanted. And instead we got Ted. John F. Kennedy, good president. I mean, he was.
Well, that's what I mean. Whether he was good or not good, I don't know. It was such a long time ago. I'm just saying the only Kennedy, in my opinion, in my lifetime that has just gone out of their way to suck was Ted Kennedy.
Yeah, but he's been in office for so many fucking years.
He's gone now. But
he's a murderer.
But he was the drunk uncle of the family.
He was.
I mean, he kept the name because of he got the jobs because of the name.
Yeah.
Where the other two didn't get the jobs because of the name. They got the jobs because they were good. They worked later up.
But he kept the fucking job for.
Well, that's every fucking senator, and so is every one of them. They've all done that. Once you get elected in there, unless you fuck up big time, especially in those super liberal or super Republican areas where there's just no one else to run against you, you're never going to win a Democrat there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what? The thing about it is, I don't call him a murderer. I don't think he killed that woman. But if you don't have the balls to dive back in and try to save her, you're pussy.
He went home and took a nap, dude.
I know.
He's a horrible person. Yes, and didn't tell anyone.
No, and he didn't tell anybody. And the thing about it is, he probably could have dove back down, punched a window open or something, and got her out.
And you know what I mean? It was his fault anyways. He was wasted, wasn't he? That's why
hammered,
he went home and took a nap. I'll sleep this shit off.
Yeah, didn't call anybody. And guess, did he go to fucking jail for a day?
No. He got elected senator. Was he already senator when it happened?
I think so.
I don't know. I it was a long time ago. But
this woman sat there and beat on a window until she drowned.
Learn to swim, bitch.
Learn to drive, fucker.
Hey, shout out to the Kennedys, dude. Those are my people. I'm rooting for Robert. I'm voting for Robert.
Well, he's going to be by 50 votes, probably.
No, he'll get at least 1 million. But I mean, either way, that's not going to win it.
Not going to win it.
No. But please, for the love of God, wouldn't it be great if they put him up in the debate stage with those two?
Yeah.
I don't even think there's going to be debates this year.
He's a smart guy.
This might be the first presidential election without debates.
Well, Biden challenged
Did Biden?
Trump to one, and Trump has not responded
Yeah,
yet.
they're going to get Biden so loaded up on all that Adderall and shit like they did last time. He was sharp as a tack all of a sudden. He's getting electric shock treatment in the middle of the fucking...
The one thing I got to give Biden, and the thing about it is, when Biden was Obama's vice president, he was a sharp dude.
Well, the guy has always been a semi-sharp dude. I mean, you know, he's had his lulls. But either way, you don't end up in politics for that long with that kind of power and not be intelligent in some form or another. You know what I mean? There's intelligence there.
But the
especially
one thing,
someone that wasn't put in by family. You know, there are excuses, the George Bush Juniors and stuff, but they were put in by family. I mean, Biden didn't get put in by family. He worked his way out. He did whatever he had to do, and he's been in office for a long fucking time.
Long time.
So at one point, this was a very bright, intelligent man.
Like Rhode Island or Connecticut? Somewhere up there.
Yeah, I think he's from Pennsylvania, but I don't know where he was the senator.
I think it was Rhode Island.
Yeah.
But the one thing I got to give Biden, and it's so funny because it happened on one of our fucking camping trips, glamping trips, when we were watching the debates, and when Trump was talking and Biden said, in an open debate, will you just shut up, man?
Yeah. Oh, he becomes like...
I got to give him credit for that, because I thought that was, you know, they tried to be so fucking distinguished and stuff in that, and he's just like, will you just shut up?
How are you going to be distinguished against Trump, though?
You can't be.
You know, because Trump, he'll give you an, you know, you'll talk about climate change or something, you'll give a big long answer, and he's just like, yeah, but you're ugly. You know, that's
I watched the Shane Gillis Saturday Night Live.
Hey, what you think about that, man? So, Shane, for you guys that didn't watch Saturday Night Live, Shane Gillis hosted it. The history there is Shane Gillis was hired by Saturday Night Live a long time ago to be a cast member, a writer, all that stuff. And like 2 or 3 days after he was hired, he got fired because it came out. It was, you know, basically they shared his podcast, and on his podcast, it's very similar to me and you.
He said chink.
We just talk and we just make dumb jokes and stupid shit. And I guess he said chink, and I think he says gay and all that stuff all the time. And he got fucking fired, you know. And then after he got fired, that's when he kind of people started taking notice of him, noticing he's a fucking brilliant stand-up.
He is.
And he got super fucking famous, and now he's now he's on the rise or whatever, and now he's hosting Saturday Night Live. So it was a big moment in his career, and I don't know what I think of it. Like, for one thing, I know that he didn't, because I've listened to him since then. He didn't write any of those sketches. They didn't take any of their sketches.
Oh,
so
they did.
Him and Shane Gillis, for also you guys don't know his comedy, he does stand up, but he also has a sketch show. It's called Gillian Keeves. It's on YouTube. It's fucking great. I mean, one of the best sketch shows there is. It's up there. There's not as many episodes, so it's hard to compare it to the greats.
Yeah.
But sketch for sketch, you could have put one of those sketches on a Chappelle show and it would have fit right in and been hilarious. You know what I mean? So the guy has amazing abilities in these sketch comedy shows. So I had big expectations for this Saturday Night Live.
The monologue didn't kill me.
The monologue was kind of, if you know Gillis, it was kind of repeat material.
It was.
We've kind of heard that.
I heard
stuff
those
before.
jokes.
Yeah. Or at least heard the premises. He kind of tried to freshen him up a little because he knows that it's on a special, so he doesn't want to give everybody the same exact stuff. But it was very similar. I thought his joke about the coffee shop he opened up was fucking hilarious. Because he said he opened up a coffee shop in his hometown where Down syndrome people only work, and he's like the lines are around the corner. He's like,
not because
because we have good, or we're fast.
The service is
or
really
we're
slow.
Busy. Yeah. He's like, the service is really slow, and everybody ends up with an apple juice somehow. That was fucking hilarious.
Skits, I thought he was really good in a lot of them. They weren't all great,
no,
but some of them were pretty funny.
Some of them were good.
And the thing about it is, when he was doing these skits,
the DraftKings thing cracked me up.
I said, fucking, oh yeah, we're voting on his degenerate buddy.
Yeah, you're putting bets on when he's going to kill himself and shit. That's funny.
But I saw somebody like Will Ferrell. I'm like, if this guy would have been on the show, he would have been the standout guy. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Just so much funnier than everybody else.
Well, not only that, but if he was actually allowed, or not allowed, but I guess he said basically that he brought the other writer, he brought Keeves or whatever with him, because you're allowed bringing one writer as a guest. And he said they would write their sketches, and he said they thought they'd come up with some good ones. He's like, but when it came time to pitch them, they were just so nervous that as soon as they got any kind of pushback to be like, yeah, you're right, this is stupid, we'll not do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like they had no confidence basically in their own shit.
So they just went with the cast members wrote it.
So yeah, the cast
writers.
members wrote all this shit. You know, like Gillis said, he had nothing to do with that cold open. I was totally expecting when all those guys were sitting at the table talking about Trump. I thought Gillis was going to come out as his Trump.
Well, he did later.
But that's the thing is, I don't think they could do that because they have a Trump on that show who's not as good at all at it. But either way, I don't think they want to undermine his Trump. So they never really had him play Trump. They had him do the sneaker thing, but that wasn't him playing Trump. That was him supposed to be influenced by Trump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wasn't Trump himself.
But he's still doing his imitation.
I know, but I'm just saying he wasn't the character himself, so they could do that without showing fault that their character is not as fucking good as his character.
Not even close.
No, dude. If you guys want to see a great Trump, go check out Trump Speed Dating on Gillian Keeves on the YouTube. It's fucking brilliant.
Your pussy stinks.
Your pussy stinks.
But before Alec Baldwin killed that lady,
Baldwin was good at it.
he was great at it. Yeah. But what I'm saying is he was the only Trump guy. And then they started fusing in this other guy.
This guy sucks.
Yeah, he does suck.
I don't like it. The look don't look right. No. I mean, the voice is whatever, but it's, Gillis does it so much fucking better. Overall, I don't know. I was kind of disappointed in the episode. Like you said, the monologue was whatever. I think it would have been funnier if I hadn't seen his stand-up, but at the same time, it was whatever.
The sexual harassment skit said, in the HR meeting, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, there was a couple all right ones. The Trump shoes thing was fucking. And those are real. That cracks me up too.
They're
real. They're $500. $400.
$399.
And they're sold out.
Yeah.
You know, they're sold out right away.
You cannot find
them. They made like 100,000 of them or something like that, and they just sold out like that. Or maybe it was I don't know. But either way, Trump's out there just making some moves. He's selling sneakers, and they're just rip-offs of Jordans with American flags on them.
I think he bought all the old Lonzo Ball shoes and then just painted them gold. Yeah.
What were those things called?
Oh, God. I don't know, but they were $400.
They had a horrible name, too. Yeah, I don't remember what the name was, but I remember thinking it was fucking stupid.
Weren't they called like Ballers?
Big Balla.
Big Balla, yeah.
Fucking dork. All right, let's get to some shit. I got to go pick up Anton soon. Name your price.
Name your price. All right. I probably should have told you this before, but today I'm not going to do a name your price.
You got COVID?
No, I'm going to do a would you rather.
All right.
Okay.
Would we rather? We don't have a song anymore, which sucks. So,
would you rather?
Yeah, I mean we got the song, but it's not disconnected, and I never put it back in because we never use it. But would you rather? Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Yeah. Anyway.
Now this one only applies to men, and it's kind of a spin-off of one I did years ago, but this one only really applies to men. Women, it just holds no merit for you. Would you rather? Okay. Have to go every single day of your life, okay, to a gay couple's house and watch them suck and fuck for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Every day of your life.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on vacation, you have to fucking vacation here or whatever. Every day of your life for a year. Or jump in the middle of it once and you don't ever have to do it again. You're either going to watch them go at it.
I guess I'm jumping in. I mean, do I have to take, though? I mean, can I only give?
You can be the giver.
Yeah,
you
can I
be
only
the top.
give? I think I'd rather.
But there's oral involved. You have to do that.
I have to suck a dick?
Yeah, you don't have to get fucked. But you have to be in the 69s and the three-way suck-offs and stuff like that.
Man, I don't know.
But it's only 1 hour of your life.
I might be out again, dude. I can't suck a dick. I just can't.
Now, the answer would be easy if you could only receive the blowjobs. And fuck a guy's ass if you didn't have to do anything?
I'd probably puke on a dick. Don't you think you'd puke? I think I'd puke on a dick.
I would. All right, well, let's make it your way then, easy. They're both going to suck your dick, and you have to fuck them both, but you don't have to suck anyone's dick.
Then 100%.
You're jumping in?
Over a year of watching them fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's
every
a lot.
Day.
Ew. That's just a time factor at that point. You know what I mean?
Jumping in. You're gay. I'm agreeing with you. I'm jumping in once.
You're also...
You couldn't go anywhere. You couldn't go out of town for the night. For a whole year, you're stuck here. And you know that every day at 3 o'clock, you're watching two guys butt fuck and suck each other's dicks. And nothing against the gay community, but it's not
It's
a show
not my
I want to
thing,
buy
man.
a ticket
It's
to.
not my thing. Yeah, we had the same idea about Taylor Swift concerts. It's just not our thing.
I'm jumping in.
Yeah, I'm jumping in, man. Let's get this over with. You know, like, I got.
Come on, guys. Just suck my
things
dick
to
real
do,
quick.
people
Lube it
to
up. I'm
see.
fucking you real quick, and then
Ugh.
I'm done.
I just,
And then I'm done.
I don't want to deal with this. All right.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
I don't really have a fuck you, so go ahead and go. Maybe
You got
I'll-
no fuck
I
you?
don't know, not off the top of my head. I can't think of anything that's went on that bad this week.
I
It's only been like 4 days since our last podcast.
Has
too.
it really? Did we
Yeah,
do-
I remember we did a late one last week. We did it on Friday. So,
Oh, we did do it on Friday.
Hasn't really much happened in my life. I've just worked that whole time, and I can't do work fuck yous because that'll get me fired.
Yeah, today was the first day I didn't work both jobs.
Yeah.
Just because woke up, didn't feel like it.
I didn't work Sunday and Monday, but
I never do Sundays.
yeah.
I do a long day Saturday,
Yeah.
and then I never do Sundays. But I do have a fuck you.
Okay. I'll probably think of one. Don't worry.
It's going to hurt my feelings.
This is a fuck you's going to hurt your feelings?
My own feelings.
Okay. Fuck you to
Because it's a
yourself.
place I like.
Oh.
Fuck Panda Express.
You
in
love Panda
Coleraine.
Express.
I do. I don't love it.
yeah.
It's not like my favorite Chinese,
For
but
one
my
thing,
son likes it.
let's before we
My
get
son
into your
likes
fuck
it.
you. Every week, your fuck yous the last like 4 weeks has been like fast food restaurants. Do you do nothing but eat fast food all week, or
It's not me.
Or if every time you go to fast food, something happens? And if that's the case, maybe it's you.
It's not always fast food.
All right,
It's
go on.
restaurants. What I'm saying
Panda
is,
Express is not a
I
restaurant.
take my son. I take my son there. I eat there.
Maybe there's Subway
I
for
don't
the
eat
last
McDonald's
week or-
and shit like that. Subway's not fast food.
Yes, it is.
It's a submarine sandwich shop.
It takes 2 seconds. That's
but
the idea.
I'm not getting fries and a
It's
greasy
fast.
burger. Okay.
I don't think fast
Fuck
food
Panda
means fries.
Express. Fuck Panda Express.
Yeah.
I go in. My son goes in. He knows exactly what he wants. And here's the thing with Panda Express that pisses me off. And this is why they're getting a fuck you. If you order like their 2 most popular items, they're always out of them. You got to sit 5-10 minutes and wait for them.
That's normal.
So the other day, we go in. My son wants the Beijing beef, which is like butter. It's fucking lovely. Okay? But every time we have to wait a couple minutes. Well, this time, they didn't have it. They said, you got to wait 5 minutes. We waited 10 minutes. We waited 15 minutes. I said, we're waiting on the Beijing beef. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a while. We already paid you. We'll get something else. Doesn't want anything else. Want what he ordered. Well, I'll give you credit. I want my money back. No, I'll give you credit.
What?
We didn't get any food.
Instantly? You couldn't get your money back?
No, I'll give you a credit. I'll give you store credit.
Wow.
I don't want store credit. I want the fucking money back because you don't have the item
Yeah, yeah.
that you charged me for,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I gave you the money. So they gave me store credit.
That should be illegal.
I would think so.
That's just straight up. No, it is. I mean, there's no way that would hold up. I mean,
That's what
obviously,
they
no
gave me.
one's taking fucking Panda Express to court. But I mean, like,
because
there's
we use
no way
the
that would
Panda
hold up.
Express app because
Yeah.
you get deals after you buy so much,
Mm-hmm.
and they just put on there that I have a credit
wow.
and my phone number.
Okay, 2 things I hate about this: the fact that they did this, and the fact that you got a Panda Express app. You fucking weirdo.
No, you get free food if
Who
you eat there.
cares? Ah, God, I would just feel like a loser. It's like, I don't dislike McDonald's or Taco Bell, but you know how big of a loser I'd be if I got them delivered? And I feel the
I've
same
never
way.
done that.
Okay, but I'd feel the same way if I had the Taco Bell or McDonald's app, or Panda Express, or Subway, or any of these trashy
Do you have
places.
a Kroger membership card?
Kroger's saves me literally $40-50 each week. That's a different thing. Let's not pretend that's the same thing.
Hey, if we spend $100 at Panda Express, we get my son's meal
If you
free
spend $100 at a Panda Express, you'd be smacked in the fucking
in the course
teeth.
of a month.
Doesn't matter. In the course of a year.
Cost us $22.
Panda Express, dude. There's all sorts of awesome fucking Vietnamese people cooking Chinese food that you can buy.
Vietnamese.
I refuse.
Vietnamese. It's not Vietmon.
I didn't say that, did I?
You said Vietnamese.
Vietnamese. How do you say that? It's Vietnam.
Vietnamese.
Vietnam, right?
The N comes before the M. And you say Vietnamese.
I think everybody screws that one up.
No, just you.
Just me?
Yeah, it's only.
I can't ever hear anybody say that
Vietnamese.
properly.
Yeah, there's so many Vietnamese people. That's how you say it.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is you just kind of glide on to the next
No,
word.
I'm confident. I mean, that's my biggest thing with
Yeah.
my speech is like, I know I fuck up a lot of words, but I'm confident about them. And I just move on. And most people, they don't even register, or they register and go, did he say it? No, anyways, he's still talking. So
Well,
let me
now,
go.
I mean, the accept you fixed.
Yeah. Well, no,
So it's Vietnam,
but I don't.
not
plan on-
Vietmon.
No. Fuck you. I'm not going to pronounce that right ever. All right, like certain baseball players.
Doesn't that even sound weird to say?
They're just Asian from now on. All right, I'm not even breaking it down. Oriental.
All right, well, bottom line is, fuck you, Panda Express. And
yeah, fuck you, Panda Express.
Yeah. I want your homeless signs. I want a guest in the next week or two.
I got to fuck you.
All right, give me that.
All right, fuck you. Fuck you, Kroger Express Lane lady and the Express Lane itself. All right, so I get about, this week was $380 worth of groceries. All right, a little bit more expensive than normal. But either way, that's right around $300. $300 to $400 would be a top. It would be a high top. But usually right around $300.
Isn't it amazing when you get your tax return, your grocery bill the next time is always higher?
Well, we got some plates and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but yes, you're right. And I'm married.
But what I'm saying, when you get your tax return, hey, let's have steaks this week. Let's have a roast or something.
You're right.
You know what
Stuff
I mean?
like that, too. That's not the point. So I have a decent amount of groceries. We go to Kroger mid-Mondays all the time. You would think it wouldn't be busy, but it is busy. It's mostly older people. And they usually only got like 3 lanes open. And every single one of the people that bag groceries is not super proficient, let's say, at bagging groceries, even though they've been doing this for years.
Right.
All right. I'm very particular about how I like my groceries bagged because it also goes into how I put my groceries away and just makes a flow, the freezer stuff sticks together, blah, blah, blah. I don't like using one item per bag. Literally some of these people will put one item in a bag. You're like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I don't care if you put my
So I prefer to bag my own groceries. All right. Well, last week I went there. And I told one of these guys that I'll bag it myself, and I could tell I hurt this poor little fucker's feelings. Like, he sat there like a lost puppy the whole time watching me bag the groceries, kept on wanting to help and wouldn't, and like it was awkward. So I'm like, fuck, I can't do that again. All right, these guys, these poor little dudes, they're hurting their feelings. I don't want to bag my groceries, but at the same time, I don't want to be mean to them. You know what I mean? I have nothing against them. So I decided to go through the big self-checkout lane. Now, not the one with just the register, but the one with the
belt. Yeah,
the one with the belt. All right, I'll bag my own groceries. And we've done this before, and every time we have this fucking problem.
The lady comes in.
It's the worst thing ever. All right, they got one special woman in charge of 8 self-checkouts and 2 of the big self-checkouts. Right now, the big self-checkouts, you scan something, you put it down. About every 10th item, for whatever reason, doesn't fucking register and pulls it back, and you got to wait for her to come over with her little code and do it.
Yeah.
It took us literally 20 minutes to cash out and bag all of our groceries. And this lady would, every single time she'd take forever. She'd go walk away. She'd just talking to the walls and shit like that. Fuck you. Come over and scan my thing. I guess you have to stand there. Or maybe fuck you, Kroger, for not getting good enough technology where this actually makes sense. If I'm taking 20 minutes to just scan my groceries and bag them, that obviously made no sense for me to do that. I should have let the slow kid bag my groceries.
I agree.
In the end. But fuck you, Kroger, for even having that set up. And either way, I should get some kind of stipend. There should be like a 1% discount or something like that if you bag your own groceries.
That's like the average markup at a grocery store is like 1.5%.
Okay, 0.25%. Something. $5 off.
So you want all their profits.
Okay, $5 off.
Okay.
I get $5 off if I bag my own groceries over $200 or something like that. It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
We're literally supplying their service for them. It makes no sense. We're doing their work for them and paying them to do it.
But it says right there, self-checkout.
I know.
So you're accepting the fact that I do everything here.
But I'm doing it for them in the end.
Oh, you're doing it so you don't have to wait in a giant long line.
I get it, but in the end, they want me to do that for them, so therefore they should give some kind of payback to that.
You get no payback.
I get payback. Eventually. No, we're gonna band together. Us Kroger customers, we're gonna band together, and we're gonna, for one thing, I'm with Joe Biden. Let's stop this motherfucking thing until they decide to pay us our 5% when I bag their groceries. 5%. I want it. Otherwise, we're stopping this merger. Fuck you. Fuck you, Donald Trump. Go Joe Biden.
You can kindly fuck off now. Please subscribe and share. Well, you can kindly fuck off now. Subscribe and share.